Hey, what is up, JG? My gosh. What is up, JG? It is your man here, Javedman, and in today's video, guys, I'm gonna be playing again. Please wake up, and we'll be continuing to level 2. I want to give a shout out to Chris.lu for being the creator of this game. He's a pretty cool man, and he's done some really dedication to his game. And yeah. Now, I know what I'm getting into. I know the background is starting to get annoying for some of you. It is for me. So yeah, you guys reached the like goal. That's the main reason why I'm doing this video. Not because I enjoy getting scared, because this game is horrific. But yeah, you guys reached the like goal. I asked for 5, you gave me 7. So, I want to make it challenging. If we can get 5 likes on this video, I'll continue to part 3. If there's a part 3, I don't know. I'll have to see with this game. Probably gonna keep my video about 30 minutes long as well, so if it's not 30 more minutes long, there might be a part 3. And yeah, anyway, thank you guys for enjoying the content. I've seen some beautiful likes, and not likes, comments in the first video. I also got 55 views on the video, so I want to thank you guys there too. Anyway, let's continue to level 2.
Yes, perception is really a funny thing.
Toilet.
I think most people take for granted the idea
Screenshot,
that
not really screenshot, but
is actually an accurate snapshot of reality. Most people seem to think that our perception is just a window into the world around us.
I got a note, neither of these beds have a body, and that one doesn't have a bed sheet.
It's pretty clear to tell that we don't always consciously perceive everything that our brain receives as input, right? If you did, you'd be able to see the blood vessels inside your eyes, and you would always feel your heart beating. But we don't. Our brain selectively attends to certain aspects of our
I hated this last time.
But it's still a form of
I hope it doesn't show it as often, but I hated that.
That doesn't seem to be the case either. I think one of the most clear ways to show that is through illusions. Illusions show us how the brain alters our reality.
Did this wall change? I can't
This is
tell.
a radio show. I can't really show any optical illusions to your listeners. Instead, I'll be demonstrating an auditory.
That ring gets annoying, so I suggest you turn down your volume
I
too.
want you to tell me if you understand any of it.
I forgot what it said last time. Alright, buddy.
It just sounds.
Alright, chill.
Sounds like static noise to me.
Here, let me play it again.
Yep. Nope. Sorry. Still nothing.
Now I'm going to play another clip.
The juice of lemons makes fine punch.
Alright,
You
stop.
understand that one, right?
Yeah.
I'm turning my sensitivity up so I can look up easier.
Punch.
Okay, now I'm going to play back the original clip, and I want you to tell me if you understand what it says now.
I don't see any difference yet.
Here, let me play it again.
Alright, calm down.
Yeah, it's saying the same thing.
Exactly. I played you the same
Nope.
exact clip that you
Nope.
heard the first time. The sensory inputs to your brain were identical. Yet, after hearing the unaltered version of the audio, you could understand the garbled one. This shows us that your brain is actually filling in pieces of your reality. You're not directly experiencing the sensory inputs to your brain, you're
Come on now.
experiencing your brain's interpretation of those inputs.
I'm getting annoyed of that guy,
In other
of that
words,
too.
your
What about
brain
you
is
guys?
creating or hallucinating your conscious perception. Moreover, you can't really unhear the words when I play the clip now. You have no control over this hallucination.
I already forgot.
When you say hallucinations, that seems to be more related to psychedelics and drugs like LSD. Clearly, those hallucinations are different from hallucinations you're referring to.
Actually,
Did this
no.
change? I don't know.
LSD is actually pretty different from how it's portrayed in the movies. People who have taken LSD say that it doesn't really give you hallucinations. Instead, it shows that real life is the hallucination. Some users say that LSD gives them a better glimpse.
Alright, so it looks like
reality
it's
than
speeding
the
up some
constrained
things
and
now.
filtered reality that our brain constructs. If hallucination is
Alright.
uncontrolled perception, then normal perception is also just a more controlled hallucination.
Calm down, buddy.
This sounds like hippie science to me.
Well, what I really mean by hallucination is that our perception is more constructed by our brain.
It's gonna
than it
do
is a
another
direct
one of those rings,
product
is it?
of our
Come on now.
senses. All of this research points to the fact that we don't live in the world. We live in our heads. The world we perceive is constructed
Did the
by
floor
our brain.
change?
It's not necessarily representative of what is out there. Perhaps I'm not the best at explaining it, so I'll read you a quote from one of my colleagues, Professor Anil Seth from the University of Sussex. He said,
Universe
"We
of
don't
Sussex.
passively receive the world, we actively generate it. The world we experience comes as much, if not more, from the inside out as from the outside in. We are all..."
Sorry guys if I'm getting low quiet. I'm trying to listen to the... Actually, no. I'm not supposed to be listening, yeah. I remember. You're not supposed to listen to them. It's literally supposed to throw you off. So I'm not going to be listening to them. Or trying to. Don't have to look around and find and click everything. He could shut up for all I care. We are not supposed to be listening to him. We are supposed to be paying attention to
exactly.
this itself.
And there's a very clear precedent for that.
So, yeah.
Dreaming. While in a dream, most of us aren't aware of
Beats getting louder. And this is getting annoying.
receiving sensations that our brains are just
Come on now.
creating on the fly.
I'll get off.
And we simply accept that it is reality, even if it's completely nonsensical and incoherent. Dreams show us how our brains can fool our conscious minds.
Come on now, this...
Possible.
Alright, yeah, that's too easy. Come on now.
Our brains can render entire scenes in our heads.
That's the thing. It doesn't.
That's the thing.
Our brains have what's called selective attention. That means we hardly notice things.
No, I'm not listening to you.
Here's a simple way to demonstrate this. Close your eyes.
Nope.
Okay.
You walked into my office and sat down in that chair
There's
a
a
few minutes ago. Correct?
finger rug, I think he talks about.
Okay. So,
Change.
what color is the chair you're currently sitting in?
Bro.
I think it was black.
Mm-hmm. And is the floor carpeted or hard?
I'm pretty sure.
The chair's changed. Alright.
Good. Okay. What color is
That whole ass wall changed.
And did the carpet have any
Uh-oh.
sort of pattern on
I have absolutely no idea.
it? Okay. You can open your eyes now.
Okay. So the floor is carpeted, but my chair is actually blue, and the carpet has a checkerboard pattern.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, that
Getting
scared me.
1 out of 4 questions correct isn't bad.
Alright, chill.
Isn't it strange? You walked in the room
What, your dog?
saw the floor, but didn't really notice its pattern.
Hold on, bro. There's a body next to me.
Chair and also
Don't play with me,
didn't
bro.
notice the color.
Don't play with me.
If I changed
Body,
the
body.
color of your chair or your carpet when your eyes were closed, would you have noticed? What about the color of my desk or the items on it or their positions?
Probably not.
Here's another example for the listeners at home. You've probably
No,
seen
shut up.
the Google logo countless times.
Nope.
Can you tell me
I don't
what
care
color
for the
letter
Google
E
logo.
is in the logo?
No,
And
shut
what
up,
about
Dora
color
the
of
Explorer.
G?
Can you tell me where letter E is?
Would you
What
know?
color it was? I don't
I
care.
have seen the logo many
Come on
times,
now.
but
That
can't
changed.
seem to recall the answer
That's
to
the
it.
same. Emergency exit to block.
Probably wouldn't notice if it was.
Oh god, there's a
Exactly.
phone ringing.
And that's how your brain gets away with it. It doesn't have to
Come on now,
regulate
don't ring,
the
don't
entire
ring.
world inside your head. It just needs to hallucinate the tiny sliver you actually pay attention to.
The beat's getting louder,
Everything
which
else
means
around
lots of
you
things
could
have
be
changed.
Constantly
You
changing,
need to
and
change
you
back.
wouldn't even notice.
So then, how do we know if we are actually experiencing reality? How do we know if we're dreaming?
How do we know?
Well, for one, it's impossible to truly know whether what you are perceiving
It's
is
getting
actually
faster and faster.
For example, you could just be a brain in a jar that's being fed neural inputs. And if the inputs I'm feeding your neurons are the same as what they'd be receiving in a real world, it would be impossible for you to tell the difference. Like in the film, The Matrix.
Sure. I guess there's nothing we can do about that, but
There is something called
Bruh.
lucid dreaming. In
Calm
which
down.
people try to be aware while they are dreaming.
Music's boosting
Generally
up.
involves closely inspecting reality. For example, lucid dreamers say that in a dream,
Shut
they're
up.
able to pinch their nose but still breathe through it, or that they're unable to closely inspect themselves in a mirror. However, recent research has shown that this is only possible under certain conditions. I'm not going to dive into the details here, but there are different phases of sleep, and during different phases, you experience different types of dreams. Some dreams are almost completely indistinguishable from reality,
Shush.
although we tend to forget them when we wake.
And breaking news coming out of Tarrant County, Wyoming. Along with the previously mentioned 12-year-old Timothy McCullough, police are now also looking for a 13-year-old child named Thomas Mandela. Last seen in Tarrant County.
Bruh, I clicked the chair.
Authorities believe that the cases are related and that
You're not.
37-year-old
No.
John McCullough may
No.
be behind both
No.
abductions.
Nope.
Both children are believed to
No
be
one's
in danger.
there.
If you have any information, please call 911.
I think that's right.
Now back to your regularly scheduled.
Come on now.
There's a story from the 3rd century BC Chinese philosopher Zhuang Zhao that illustrates the nature of dreams and realities. I dreamt I was a butterfly, flitting around in the sky.
Bye.
Then I awoke. Now I wonder, am I a man who dreamt of being a butterfly?
What
Or
the?
am I a butterfly dreaming that I am a man?
Calm down, buddy. Calm down, buddy. Woo! Oh my god. I can't believe I got that first try, too. Alright, well, level 3? Man, my heart was racing. That was going so fast. Ah.
During an epileptic seizure,
I'm supposed to remember
most
every single last
epilepsy
one. We got a
spread throughout
bed,
the brain.
white wall,
In extreme
or a
cases,
door,
surgery is done to stop this spread
blood,
by cutting out or
door,
isolating certain parts and
whatever the
pathways.
hell that is, a ladle.
One of the most well-known examples of such
Wait.
cases is of a man we call HM. Surgeons had cut out his hippocampus in an attempt to reduce his epileptic seizures. They were successful
This
at
ain't
getting rid of
fair.
his seizures, but there was a severe side effect. He was unable to form any new memories. This case is why we now know that the hippocampus is used for the consolidation and
The
creation
door
of memory.
change, I do not know.
Another way this used to be done was by severing what's called the corpus callosum.
Alright,
This part of the brain connects the brain's
Come on
left
now.
and right hemispheres. We call those who underwent this process split brain patients.
And this can also reduce epileptic seizures.
It does in some cases, and at first glance it doesn't even seem to have any obvious side effects.
blue, white
If you ask the
walls.
patients if they feel any different, they would say that they don't. On most cognitive tests, they have similar performance.
All walls are the same,
Some
but
even
this
increased in
one,
IQ.
blood.
They could go about their normal lives with no easily discernible
Alright.
differences. Their personalities and emotions were also the same. But
Shush.
upon closer inspection, done by Roger Sperry and Michael Gazzaniga in the 1960s, patients who underwent this procedure displayed some curious
Wait.
behavior.
What types of behaviors?
You know how they say that the right side of your brain controls the left side of your body and the left side of your brain controls the right side of your body, right?
In the middle part of my
Well,
brain, forgot
When you
asking.
sever the connection between those two sides of the brain,
Alright,
two
chill.
sides of the body can end up acting independently. For example, they're able to draw a picture with their right and left hand simultaneously.
Well, that's a neat little party trick.
We can experimentally reproduce a wide range of more interesting behaviors with many split brain patients. The first experiment conducted by Sperry and Gazzaniga had a simple premise. The patient would sit in front of two lights, one of which could be viewed by the right eye, the other by the left.
Alright, chill.
The lights would each randomly flash. When asked which lights flashed, the patient would only say the light on the right flashed, despite the fact that both lights flashed.
So they couldn't see the light flash on the left.
Well, this is where it gets interesting. When asked to point at the lights that flash, they correctly managed to point at both.
Yo,
Wait, so they could see it?
Oh
Yes,
my.
but when asked, they still said they only saw the flash on the right.
Why is that?
It's because the center for speech in the brain is usually located in the left hemisphere of the brain. So when asked to verbally respond, only that hemisphere was
chill.
capable of doing so. That hemisphere of the brain can only see the light on the right. Since the connection between the two hemispheres was severed, the right hemisphere couldn't communicate what it
bro,
saw
didn't I
to
just
the
turn?
left hemisphere.
Oh wait, I'm
However,
dumb.
when asked to point, each side of the brain has access to one arm, so the right side was able to control the left arm to point when the light flashed. So, it seems like there could be two independent minds inside the skull that independently perceive and act.
But how come the patients report everything being
Shut
the same?
up.
Wouldn't the left
You
side
talking
of the
too
brain
much.
realize that it's not receiving any information from the right side?
No.
That's a good question.
Yes.
In another experiment, the researchers showed two different images of the two different hemispheres of a split-brain patient. The left hemisphere saw a picture of a chicken's claw. The right hemisphere saw a picture of a silly scene. Experimenters then showed a large selection of pictures and asked the patient to select the most relevant one from the scene.
Man, screw your
Right hand
patient.
pointed to a chicken,
Oh, God.
chicken claw, and the patient's left hand pointed to a shovel because of the snow. When the patient was asked why he pointed at the chicken, the patient said it was because he saw a picture of a chicken. This makes sense because his left hemisphere, which is responsible for speech, saw the picture of the chicken. Here's where it gets interesting.
Calm down, calm down.
When asked why his other hand was pointing at the shovel, the patient, without hesitation, said, "You need a
Bruh,
shovel to
chill
clean up
out.
the chicken shed." Now, the patient wasn't intentionally lying. The left hemisphere of his brain legitimately believes that's why he pointed at that object. His brain just kind of made up the reason for the stuff. We call this confabulation.
Oh,
So why did he confabulate?
I got that right.
One popular explanation is that healthy people actually confabulate
Left,
all the
left,
time.
look left.
It's what our left hemisphere just naturally does. It creates stories to
Change.
explain our actions and feelings to
Change
ourselves.
that.
This is why the patients don't feel any different. Our conscious
Alright, chill.
perception of a self that makes decisions is mostly an illusion anyways. It's simply impossible for
There's
us to
no
maintain
doors
an
over here.
objective outside perspective on themselves at all times.
Wait.
There's a door
what do
right
you
here.
mean that
There's
we
not.
confabulate all
Oh,
the time?
damn.
Well, have you ever wondered why you did or said something? You tend to kind of just come up with an explanation or story and confidently believe it to be true. But that's all it is, a story. There's no inherent reason to believe that the
Chill.
explanation you gave to yourself is the true reasoning behind your decision. In fact, a lot of research seems to point to the idea that our subconscious brain is mostly making our decisions, and our conscious mind is just along for the ride. This is a little bit beyond my area of expertise, but researchers show
This is a
that
little
these brain
beyond
cells
my
make
area of
decisions
expertise.
7 seconds before they're even consciously aware that they've made them.
Chill,
Which has some truly interesting implications for what we refer to as free will.
Interesting. So if the left brain is the one that
Alright, so
we
the fat
seek
splat
to
is right there, goes that way, not that way.
does that
Alright.
mean that we
I need
can
to keep
say
that in my mind.
that side of the brain contains the conscious mind, but the left
Bruh,
hemisphere
stop with
is
that.
the person?
That's scary, dog.
It's tempting to believe that, but it would still raise several unanswered questions.
What?
If that's true, that would mean that the other hemisphere is a separate, independent entity inside of your head that perceives the world and makes decisions. How do we know that that part of the brain isn't conscious? After all, the ability to perceive, think, and make decisions is how we know other humans are conscious.
Huh.
One patient described how, when getting dressed, one hand would try
Chill,
to
chill, chill,
the
chill.
other, which personally didn't want to get dressed, attempted to pull
Music's
down.
getting louder.
This same patient also talked about an incident in which he tried to strike his wife with his left hand while his right hand grabbed the left hand in an attempt to stop it. Also, the right hemisphere in the
Damn.
brain is responsible for a lot of other important tasks, such as
No.
facial recognition. If you were only the left hemisphere in your brain, you wouldn't be able to recognize your loved ones.
Make sure I'm
So what's
looking
your
up.
explanation? In healthy humans, are there two entities inside your head? If that's not the case,
What?
how does splitting it in two suddenly create two new, independent, conscious entities?
There are a lot of theories around these ideas. Personally,
That blood likes
I
to
have
change
no
a
idea.
lot.
I think there's not enough
It needs to
evidence
stick to
support
one
any
gang and one gang only.
So far, the only thing I can conclude from this is that we have absolutely no idea how the brain works. We have no idea what consciousness is, or whether we have free will. There's a lot left to be discovered here, which is very, very exciting.
And also terrifying.
Breaking news, we
Right.
have new developments coming out of Torrid County.
Shut up.
Authorities say that John
Scared me,
McCullough
dog.
has left a note at his latest kidnapping of 13-year-old Thomas Mandela at Torrid County Middle School.
Who?
The note confirms
Nutella?
that he is behind the kidnapping. Mr. McCullough had recently escaped prison under several charges of medical
Bruh, stop.
malpractice at the now-closed Kirkbride Psychiatric Hospital, and is believed to have kidnapped his son Timothy McCullough, who is recovering from an unspecified illness at a local hospital. Police are
Change.
still looking for clues as to his location. If you have any information regarding their whereabouts, please call 911.
Whew. Oh my god. I'll try one more. We got level 2 and 3 done in one video, and we could barely even do one, and we started 2 last video, so...
And good evening.
Oh
we have
no.
exclusive details, a new communication
Oh
that could be
hell
from
no.
John McCullough, the alleged kidnapper of the 2 missing children.
Body,
Today we received a letter that appears to be from Mr.
desk,
McCullough,
letter,
although
white,
investigators are
no
still
lights,
confirming its origins.
gang
Reads as
slang,
follows. My son
cabinets,
has fallen
another
ill
dead
and
body.
has only a few days to live.
Why the hell am I
The
covered with
government has
bodies?
kept him locked up in a
Infirmary
sham
looks
hospital
like
with hacks for doctors.
that.
They're
Caution.
claiming that his condition is
This one's gonna be
terminal,
hard.
despite the
Lots of
fact that I
memorization.
know exactly how to fix him.
And
They're just looking to harvest his organs for money. I will transfer
What type of
parts
money?
Timothy's hippocampus to a new body. He will be able to retain
Alright,
his
chill.
recent memories and continue his conscious identity.
Stop,
I
stop,
have
stop.
performed similar surgeries with resounding success. These hospitals are choosing to kill patients instead of saving lives because it's cheaper.
Come on.
The public should be aware of this.
What's changed? I ain't seen anything change yet.
They will see the proof when Timothy is healthy tomorrow.
That changed.
Until then, please do not wait for me.
Stop.
To respond to the note, we have our medical correspondent, Dr. Kenneth Ulrich. Kenneth?
Thank you.
Bro, why does it look
Mr.
down? Why does
McCullough,
it look
If
down?
you are listening, do not attempt this operation. Medical
Stop.
experts state that such a surgery will
Stop.
likely result in the death of both
Oh,
children,
shit,
and
that scared me.
desired outcome cannot be achieved with current medical technology.
Stop, stop.
For the sake of Thomas Mandela's family, as well as the life of your own son, do not attempt this surgery.
And what of his claims of being a successful neurosurgeon?
These claims are false. Mr. McCullough was hired as a neurosurgeon at the Kirkbride Psychiatric Hospital for
Come on now.
2.5 years with a fake medical license.
Oh, that did change.
He
Wow.
was arrested for medical malpractice, and the hospital
Stop.
was shut down after it was discovered that he was performing highly experimental and illegal surgeries on his patients. Many of these surgeries resulted in permanent loss of cognitive functions, as well as death.
All right, thank you, Dr. Ulrich. Up next, we have interviews with the Mandela and McCullough families, both pleading
Bruh,
for the
chill.
safe return of their children.
Currently, we have with us Dr. James Mass, an acclaimed neurosurgeon who
Bruh.
specializes in dealing with comatose patients. His research, which involves a new method of awakening comatose patients, is currently in the final stages of clinical trials. Tell us about how you started along this line of research.
So my work builds off of the work of
Ah, fuck! Oh my god. Only 23 minutes in. God damn. Whew. That's the only time of scariness that I've had. Let's try it again. I'm trying to reach 30 minutes on these
And
videos.
good
Come on
evening.
now.
We have exclusive details, a new
Caution,
communication
no
that could
body.
be from John
Why the
McCullough,
hell is
the
there a
alleged
fork
kidnapper of
and
the 2
knife
missing
right here in the
children.
brains?
Earlier today, we received
That does
a
not
letter
make
that
any
appears
sense.
to be from Mr. McCullough,
Come on
although
now.
investigators are still confirming its
We got that
origins.
gang sign.
The note reads as follows.
That's
My
got
son has
stuff on
fallen
it.
ill and
This
has
is
only a few days to
clean,
live.
dirty
The
as hell,
government has
clean,
kept him locked up in
clean.
a sham hospital
This
with
has got like a
hacks for
forest.
doctors.
That's
They're
open.
claiming that his condition
That's
is terminal
there.
despite the fact that I know
Blah, blah,
exactly
blah.
how to fix him.
Alright.
They're just looking to harvest his organs for money.
Crack
I
money?
will transfer parts of Timothy's hippocampus to a new body. He will be able to retain
Alright, it
his
started.
recent memories
So
and
we shall
continue his
start
conscious
seeing some
identity.
changes.
I have performed similar surgeries with resounding success. These hospitals are choosing to kill patients instead of saving lives because it's cheaper. The public should
Wow,
be
that
aware
sounds
of this.
kind of stupid.
They should see
Kill the
lives we are
patients
being
instead of
fed.
saving them.
They will
Saves
see the
money.
proof when Timothy is
That does not
healthy
make any
tomorrow.
sense.
Until then,
What type
please
of
do
business
not
is
wait
that?
for me.
That's literal stuff like back in the
Respond to the
18s.
note,
If you
we
have
our
like
medical
any disease or
correspondent,
anything
Dr.
like
Kenneth
Down
Ulrich.
syndromes,
Kenneth?
I did just call it
Thank
Down
you,
syndrome
Nora.
disease. No,
Mr.
they would
McCulloch,
kill you with that.
If you are listening,
Alright,
do
chill.
not attempt this operation.
Stop.
Medical experts state that such a surgery will likely result in the death of both children and that the desired outcome cannot be achieved with current medical technology. For the sake of Thomas Mandela's family, as well as the life of your own son, do not attempt this surgery.
And what of his claims
That
of
needs to
being a
stop.
successful neurosurgeon?
These
Come on
claims
now.
are false. Mr. McCulloch was hired as a neurosurgeon at the Kirkbride Psychiatric Hospital for 2.5 years with a fake medical license. He was arrested for medical malpractice and the hospital was shut down after it was discovered that he was performing highly experimental and illegal surgeries on his patients. Many of these surgeries resulted in permanent loss of cognitive functions, as well as death.
Stop.
All right, thank you, Dr. Ulrich. Up next, we have interviews with the Mandela and McCulloch families,
Chill.
both pleading for the safe return of their children.
Currently, we have with us Dr. James Mass, an acclaimed neurosurgeon who specializes in dealing with comatose patients. His research, which involves a
Ah, fuck me. That's heavy on the chest. Alright. Try this one more time, guys. Come on now.
And good evening. We have
No, shut
exclusive
up.
details, a new communication.
And good evening.
McCulloch, the alleged kidnapper of
Fuck
two
you.
missing
That's your
children.
good evening. You scare me
Earlier today,
twice
we
now.
received a letter
Come on
that
now.
appears
One
to be
video,
from Mr.
and I already got
McCulloch,
scared twice.
although investigators are still confirming its origins. The note reads as follows.
It literally
My son
does
has
a
fallen ill
screech
and has
way
only
before it
weeks to
even
live.
does the actual
The
character
government has
popping
kept
up.
him locked up in
So
a
it's
sham
like, you
hospital
hear the
for
initial
past
scream,
months.
and then you see this thing start
They're
crawling
claiming
up.
that
That's
his
what
condition
mainly
is
scares you.
terminal, despite
Come
the
on
fact
now.
that I know exactly how to fix him.
I know exactly how to fix him.
Organs.
Hi there.
I will
Howdy
transfer
how.
Timothy's hippocampus
Timothy!
to a new body. He will be
She's
able
starting to get
retain
annoying, I know,
his
right,
memories
guys?
and continue his conscious
That's why I'm
activity.
making fun of her.
I will
Nothing
perform
goes.
similar
Not
surgeries
because they
with
scared me
resounding
twice now.
success. These hospitals are choosing to kill
Oh, come on, I
patients
thought that
instead of
changed.
saving lives because it's cheaper. The public
Alright,
should be
I need
aware.
to watch out where
We
I'm
should
clicking.
See the lies we are being fed.
Stop.
We will see the proof when Timothy is healthy tomorrow. Until then, please do not look for me. To respond to the note, we have our medical correspondent, Dr. Kenneth Ulrich. Kenneth?
Thank you, Nora. Mr. McCulloch, if you are listening, do not attempt this operation. Medical experts state that such a surgery will likely result in the death of both children and that the desired outcome cannot be achieved with current
Has
medical
anything
technology.
changed? I can't tell.
For the sake of Thomas
That
Mandela's
has.
family, as well as the life of your own son, do not attempt this surgery.
And what of his claims of being a successful neurosurgeon?
These claims are false. Mr. McCulloch was hired as a neurosurgeon at the Kirkbride Psychiatric Hospital for 2.5 years with a fake medical license. He was arrested for medical malpractice and the hospital was
I
shut
think when
down
it's green,
after it was
I get a
discovered
chance to
that
look
he
at everything, and then when
was
it's red, that's when it
experimental
strikes and
and
starts
illegal
changing things.
surgeries
I've
on
noticed that
patients.
pattern. I don't know if I'm
Many
like
of these
game
surgeries
theorist over
resulted
here,
in
but
permanent
that's what
loss
I've
of
been finding.
cognitive functions, as well as death.
All right, thank you, Dr.
Chill.
Ulrich. Up next, we have interviews with the Mandela and McCulloch families, both
That or it
pleading
just
for the
throws
safe
us up
return
to
of their
distract me.
Currently, we have with us Dr. James Mass, an acclaimed neurosurgeon who specializes in dealing with comatose patients. His research, which involves a new method of awakening comatose patients, is currently in the final stages of clinical trials. Tell us about how you started along this line of research.
Whoa.
So my work builds off of the work of a
What the
man
hell was
named
that?
Dr. Adrian Owen. His groundbreaking
Body's not
research
moved,
showed that
anything
some
like
comatose
that.
patients are fully aware of their surroundings, but are unable
The
to
whole wall was
respond
dirty
or
and I didn't know
consciously
that.
control their bodies. He
I think it's like green is easy, red is hard.
which would allow him
I don't know.
Observe a comatose patient's brain
Nope.
activity patterns. Different thoughts produce different.
None of this is
brain
wood.
patterns. For example, thinking about playing
Stop.
tennis activates a different area
Come on
of
now.
the brain
Come on.
than thinking about moving
Let's go.
around one's house.
Finish number 4 and finish 3 of them in the same video. Let's go. Let's do this.
And then tell them to think
Come
about
on now.
playing tennis to indicate yes.
That's
Think
open.
about
Should be
navigating
closed.
through their house to indicate no.
You're dead. Nothing should be there.
Yet, many
closed.
comatose
Light.
patients do
Light.
show brain activity, but are still completely unaware of their surroundings.
That's
I was
changed.
curious about what these
Changed.
patients were thinking of and experiencing.
Damn it.
Was it relaxing? Was it frightening? What
Come
I
on now, hurry
wanted
up,
to
hurry
do
up.
was to
I know some
communicate
things are changing. Come on.
patients on a very basic
Um,
level.
And how did you accomplish that?
Oh, well,
Nothing.
it's
You've
quite
changed.
complicated. Many comatose patients
You've
are
changed.
unable to
You've
access
definitely
their
changed.
relevant sensory inputs, such as
Bruh, stop.
vision or hearing. However,
Trying to
we
pay
can
attention over
map
here.
the neural patterns from those
Come on
low-level
now.
sensory inputs
Nope.
to higher-level cognitive
Nope.
perception. For example, we can trace your recognition of the letter A all the way from your retina to your understanding of the concept of the letter A. With this knowledge, we can stimulate a patient's brain to replicate those higher-level neural patterns.
Alright, stop.
The patient's brain then contextualizes and interprets those patterns to represent the words and letters we wish to convey, even though they are in a coma. We think it works kind of like...
I saw that. The barrel changed into a chair. Come on.
sometimes naturally incorporated
Or not a chair, but
into
I was close.
dreams in the morning. Of course, we can only really
You say
achieve this
horny?
with very
What?
simple and
Alright, that was scary.
concepts, such as letters and words. We use a similar method
Alright.
to record
Chill, hurry up.
from the patient, but can only extract
Oh hell no,
words
the music's picking up real quickly. Stop. Oh! I quivered like a bitch. You know, this is why I want to get a webcam soon and start recording webcam. I have a webcam, but it's hard to like dual my monitors with like my TV and my laptop in the same area. It's kind of hard. And oh my god, I quivered. I literally like shimmied to the left and kneed. I was like, fuck. Oh man, that's hard. That literally does a number to your chest. Man, I'm not a scared person. I don't get scared often. So this game is definitely scary. I can't believe I did 2 rounds. I think two matches, 2 levels. Yeah, 2 and 3. So yeah, I can't believe I did that in one level. Oh shit, 1 video. Man, that was scary. Well, anyway, it has reached 33 minutes, so I'm gonna be stopping the video here. If you guys did enjoy this video, you've already known what I said earlier. I want to thanks to Chris again. Chris.lu, I think, UL, I can't remember. But thanks for him. He created his team and him. I think he did it by himself or he has a team, I don't know. But you guys did great. You sure in hell is scaring me in this, so...